Ladies and gentlemen, doing the DLC, oh my god. In fact, I'm going to send an announcement very quickly about that. So, I have to share this before we actually start the DLC, because we must never start the DLC. So some of you may or may not be aware of this, but there's this feature they rolled out a few months ago on YouTube, where instead of, like you can comment on one of my videos. So, comment comes in, cool, and then I can reply to that comment. I can also thumb up it, thumb down it, heart it, delete it, or ban you. These are the possible interactions I have with comments, okay? But they decided to add a new interaction, which is to give automatic AI-generated responses. Now, these are all terrible, of course, but today we actually hit a new low on these. So, someone named Orion Die, who regularly leaves comments on my shorts, thank you for that if you happen to be watching this, has been leaving comments, and so a couple of AI-generated responses popped up for them. So, for example, a short went live today called Lore's Bloodlust. It was a short from the game Mercenaries 2, or Mercenaries 1, excuse me, a PS2 game, which is a really, really frustrating game to play, like many PS2 games were. So, obviously, I was playing it up for the crowd and being like, I'll kill you all, for the sake of humor, and to get myself through the game that was bothering me. So, Orion Die, playing into it, says, that's right, Lore, you just need to get it all out of your system. So here's the possible AI-generated responses to that. One is, I can't leave a single one alive. They deserve it. The other one is, I'm not sure what it is, but I get the feeling the audience is enjoying it as much as I am. Also, really quick, as someone who analyzes speech patterns and has done so since he was a child, you ever notice how you can immediately tell if it's AI-generated? Regardless of the AI used. All AI-generated text has a very specific cadence and pattern to its sentence structure, and it's immediately identifiable. It's just funny to think about. Anyways, so the next one is the one where I was trying to do one of those timed quests, and I went down the wrong lane, and so I was turning around, and the handler was talking to me and being like, hey, you're about to fail the quest, and she had been yelling at me the entire thing, so I'm like, shut up, I swear I'll kill you, so that's the clip, right? So Orion Die's comment is, you need to take some time to relax, Lore. You're so stressed. Here's the AI-generated responses to that. The first is, thanks for the concern, but this is what the show is about. I have fun with it. Which is already kind of weird, but this last one is the reason I'm sharing these on camera. I had to share this one because the last one says, I am indeed stressed. This run is for charity, however, so I have to push a little. Now, unlike some other people, streamers and YouTubers, I should be very, very overt about this. This run is not for charity. The money you donate goes to me, to help me pay for things like food and bills and medical bills and, of course, buying candy for my nieces. I have always been extremely clear and overt about where that money goes. And I've never been quiet about that. So I just want to make it fundamentally clear, no charity. The most recent acquisition is these. And you're probably thinking, what are these? Well, they love these. You probably won't be able to read this on camera, so I'm not going to try. They're little flavored marshmallows. They've got like a little bit of a melon flavor for them or something like that. They're called unicorn poop. And they're all dyed. You know, there's like a pink one, a yellow one, a green one, a blue one. They love these. This is the kind of stuff your money is going towards. Not charity. Being very upfront and transparent about that. No, they're not textured. No. God, that'd be awful. All right, so the best part is it'll be really obvious if it's ever me using an AI comment, because it'll sound like that. So let's start the gosh darned DLC. Yes.
Excuse me. Who were those men just now?
Bloody troublemakers, that's who. As soon as I asked them to present their packs for inspection, they turned white as a sheet and legged it. I chased them all away from the gates, but they're swift as hares.
Hold on. I have to make a horrible confession. I know this will lose me some of my viewers, but I actually enjoy candy corn. When it's soft. When it gets hard, that stuff. But I do enjoy candy corn.
Still, at least we kept the bastards out. Don't need their kind stirring up any more strife.
And what manner of strife have they been stirring up, exactly?
Hey? Are you joking? This business with the crystals?
Sorry, we've been away for a while. What's been going on?
All right, I'll humor you. After the paltry rations the Imperials left behind dried up, folks started trading crystals out in the open. We turned a blind eye at first. Lord Byron's orders. Way he saw it, it weren't right to deny people the one thing they were all clamoring for. Till the dust started turning up, that is. Dusk crystals, they're called. Ill-favored shards that crack as soon as you look at them. Not that the folk who bought them by the bucket load knew that. And they were baying for blood when they found out. In the end, his lordship had to step in and ban the blasted things. And we've been searching the pack of every trader who's darkened our gates ever since.
I see. And you think the men you were pursuing might have been trading in these dusk crystals?
Why, you're in the market for some. Anyway, I wouldn't rule it out. In fact, I put a few gil on it.
We might still be able to catch them. We might.
If you are heading up that way, you'll want to keep your sword handy. There's more than dodgy traders plying the roads these days.
Understood. We'll be careful.
Yeah, I thought so too, Jim.
Those men were selling dusk crystals. I think it unlikely that they will risk returning to Port Isolde. Which means this might be our only chance of catching them.
Yes and yes, respectively, Ed. Oh, there. Now, if you tell me that you like Good and Plenty, or honestly any black licorice, well,
Someone's brave.
almond, I think. If I had to pick one. Yeah, I like almond milk. I feel like I've had oat milk, but I can't recall it off the top of my head. It's been a while.
Where are they? Still some distance ahead, I'd wager. They were making a good pace.
I actually am very mildly lactose intolerant. Like it'll cause me a bit of gas and indigestion. So I tend to lean towards non-cow milk whenever I can get it. Also means I've drifted away from ice cream over the years.
There's another one.
Still no sign of those traders, though.
No. I just hope we haven't lost them.
These blimmin' tremors are scaring off all our customers.
The few that weren't scared off by the skies, you mean?
Perhaps one of those merchants has seen something.
No, I caught that too, Dream Whisperer. So, if you weren't paying attention, earlier they mentioned, once the scant remnants of crystals left behind by the Imperial garrison dried up, they had to start trading crystals, which meant those crystals were still working. Which would make more sense if the mother crystal was still there, because we know several times over that once the mother crystals go away, all crystals mined from that mother crystal don't work anymore, right? So, as of the point in which this DLC happens, which by definition is after all of the mother crystals have been knocked over, none of them would have been working. Now, this could be explained by a bit of timeline shenanigans, but you can see how the sentence itself implies that that just happened, and yet, clearly that would have been months ago, back when there were still mother crystals up and about. So I think it's just the dialogue there needed a bit of an editing pass to make what he was talking about a little bit clearer.
Forgive me, but did you happen to see 3 men in robes pass this way?
Yeah, I seen them. Poor bastards.
What do you mean?
A gang of nasty-looking brutes was on their trail.
Caught up with them just up the road, screaming at them they were. Your crystals are your lives and all that. Only the daft buggers kept their crystals and legged it.
In which direction, out of interest?
Up that way.
Towards the Old Hill docks. If it's help they seek there, they won't find any. But perhaps they might find a place to hide.
Let's hope so. And then we can find them before their pursuers do. Thank you. And please, take care on the road. Come on. They're no good to us dead.
Thank you,
Lead the way,
Jaluto.
brother.
Thank you, Jaluto, very much for the sub. I've got that down for the BRPG block, Resident Evil block, and the NES block.
Turn the whole place upside down if you have to. They're here somewhere.
So the bandits haven't found them either. There's still time.
Time to kill bandits. I gotta remember how to play. Okay, so... Wait, no, this is the wrong build. I was gonna say, that doesn't look right. Okay, so I need... How do I want to do this? I guess it doesn't matter. So let's put gouge here, and then let's put lightning rod here. There we go. That feels better. No, that's still wrong. That needs to be Garuda. There we go. Okay.
Hand over those crystals!
This is a level 47 bandit. Explain yourself, sir.
Come here to brawl with brigands, brother.
You're right. Let's focus on finding the traitors.
But their brigands are right there. What? Interesting. I mean, I could run Falkenstein. I just kind of...
I'll be taking that sword.
My overall build hasn't really changed all that much, so I haven't bothered. That's all. I've mostly been experimenting. I'm curious what's going to happen in DLC after this one, when we get Leviathan.
Caution, brother.
This guy's name is Shard Sharp.
Lads!
Yeah, what's up? Oh, you mean them. Oh, they're as dead as you, don't worry. See? I brought you together so you could die together. We here at Icons Incorporated, we care about the quality of your death. Would you like to die screaming? Or would you like it to be even more sudden? How about a slow, painful, agonizing death as your wounds slowly bleed out? We here at Icons Incorporated want to serve you. See, I was going to make a joke about feeding them to our chocobos, but I don't know. Couldn't quite figure it out. Ambrosia needs her evening meal.
Don't think I can go on.
Me neither. All right, this should be far enough.
Hi, I'm not out of breath.
Chief, they've found us. It's getting so a man can't even catch his fucking breath.
Please don't
Gentlemen,
run.
a word. We understand you've been selling some crystals.
And like I told your thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you can take your massive sword and shove it.
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
Over here. I can smell the one who shat himself.
If you've got a plan, Chief, tell us you've got a plan.
Of course I've got a bloody plan. Good things and all that. Let's start again, shall we? You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help. If you're after the short shifter, he's over here!
Are you mad?
No, we're in DLC now, then, Earth.
Slippery little pricks. Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like. Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you
Can we
want.
get to the part where we kill these bandits,
Look what he's
please?
got in his hand. What? Him?
Wait, I'm not.
Game.
Do let us know if you need any more help.
Game. You're not endearing me here.
They won't get far, Clive.
No. But they'll wish they had.
Yeah, bruh.
I'll carve you like a suckling pig and feed you to your fucking dog.
Kind of you to think of him.
What? Kind of you to think of him, Wenlock? This guy has one health. I just wanted to be thorough.
Did you see which way they went?
North. Making for 3 reads at a guess.
And yeah, I was just building my Sensitsuken. I wasn't just showing off.
After them. If they reach the swamps, we'll never pick up their trail.
How did you...
Ready, go?
Yeah!
There was something odd about those 3. They seemed less like merchants and more like...
Charlatans? One might argue that a merchant is naught but a mummer without his motley.
Then why am I not amused?
Oh my god, you're right. Sorry, Ambrosia. I've got to put you down.
What did he find, boy?
Clive, judging by the state of the ground, a lot more passed this way than our 3 charlatans.
I've noticed,
Another
Estimate.
group of bandits.
I'll tell you exactly why there's more banter here, though. So, in almost every section of the game, they don't know who's in the party when we're going through that, because either the party is selectable, or we could be going back through it at multiple points in the game to do side quests. Here, they know with total certainty we have these 3 people with us, and therefore can have the 3 talking with each other. Now, I'm not saying that gets rid of it, I'm just saying that's probably why you're seeing more banter here.
I doubt they'd leave this crystal behind. Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace.
Wait, what's Thursday, Ross? Yeah, it's almost like having a proper party was a good idea.
What if they hope to pass unnoticed? And we better
Is it
stick
that
to
close? Wow. What could you possibly want to ask me on Halloween? Dear Laura, is it okay to enjoy black licorice? Asking for a friend. Please don't kill me. Sincerely, secret black licorice lover. One must never forget that though the black licorice sings its siren song, tempting you into its seductive embrace, one must never fall for its crippling wiles, lest one be consumed by its corruption. Yeah, exactly, Rex. There's a reason banter is its entire category for positives. I might not even know who they are, Ross. I've never really been part of the Star Trek scene on YouTube, ironically. The only person I ever dipped my toes into with was Lore Reloaded, and then he pieced out and went into his own thing, so I don't really know most of the Trek tubers.
Fuck. Persistent bastards, I'll give them that. Friends, I knew those louts were no match for you.
But of course you did. Because you know what we're capable of, don't you? No. You deal in crystal. Dusk crystal. And we want to know where you got it. So you're going to tell us.
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for. Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight?
Are they getting worse?
That's a yes.
Clive, the tower.
And yeah, I was in a couple of Jessie Gender things. She's an awesome person, but she's way higher tier than I am. So she went off, made a frickin' movie.
That's impossible.
I doubt she even remembers I exist at this point.
Chief, do you think someone else got into the tower?
Quiet, you daft sot!
And what would they find there if they did?
I wouldn't know. I've never been there. Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish? I really couldn't say. The entrance is sealed tight. No way in.
And how would you know that if you've never been there?
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Clive, trouble.
What? Oh.
Yeah, identities. Hey, Steppenwolf. Yeah, welcome to the part of the run nobody's seen, because nobody I know who's played this game played the DLC. Oh, for God's sakes.
Don't you dare!
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not. Let
Okay.
them run then. I have an idea where they'll be heading anyway.
Game, could you, like, stop dragging this out, please?
Too long?
I am on the wrong person. Ooh, that threw me. I don't think I've ever seen anything by... No, I've seen one thing by Steve Chives. And it wasn't about Star Trek. I had to think about that, though.
Send again.
See you around the new. Ah! I can't move. I'm literally locked into the freaking corner there. And the red line was an invisible barrier, so I couldn't get out. I mean, I absolutely enjoy this game, but I also think the padding issue is real. We've given something like 12 total negatives across gameplay and story to padding. And frankly, I stand by that. This game needed an editing pass. Yeah, even I'm technically a political YouTuber on my Trek videos, because it really is kind of impossible to talk about Star Trek without talking about politics, despite what some people might think. I cannot believe I managed that. A little bit more. There we go.
It's over.
But yeah, the padding issue and some other niggles with like the main characters and the main villains is one of the reasons I stand by the judgment I gave a few days ago. I think this is a flawed masterpiece, like the PS2 ones.
Well, that was ill-timed. But at least we know what was chasing the merchants.
That's twice we've saved them now.
Either way, I look forward to your questions, even though I know nothing about Shives, Ross.
I don't see anyone.
I hope not off the deep end. We'll find out today and tomorrow.
Of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home?
And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours?
What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean...
The dusk crystals, aye. Halleck, Marnik, we're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do.
But the lights, Chief. What about the lights?
First you whine about it being too dark, then you whine about it being too light. Think about how easy it'll be to mine now.
And yeah, FF12 is the one I keep thinking of as Domain. Because on the one hand, I love FF12. But every time I think about FF12, I have to remind myself of the parts of FF12 that I absolutely despise. And it's not even like, you know, this part of the game's good and this part of the game's bad. There's a whole bunch of this going on across FF12. And then you get to Gira Vegan and the game stops. But the point being, like the hunts, for example. Some of the hunts in FF12 are really good. And then some of them are really, really bad. Some of the side content, the flavor lore, the world building, fantastic in 12. Not that I'm aware of, Rax, but I don't recall doing a full playthrough of that, other than the lore run, which I don't remember in detail. So, I don't know, is the answer. Yeah, the Great Crystal. Oh my god. Yeah, the loot drop rate. Yeah, they actually have a goddamn mechanic, excuse my language, of, okay, tell you what, our loot drop rates suck, but hear me out. If you keep killing the same freaking enemy type over and over and over, you'll raise your percentage slowly, which will increase your drop rate slowly. And if you just keep doing that, it'll make the overall grind still arduous and terrible, but less so than it would be if you were just fighting them normally. That's FF12 in a nutshell.
And you're sure they're bound for the tower? When they aren't running away from trouble, they're running towards it.
Do you know anything of the place, Joshua?
Alas, not. I have seen it labeled Sagespire on some maps, but beyond that, the ruins are no different from any other fallen derelict. Another impenetrable relic of the past.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
They could be living there, like we do in the Invincible.
Well, the tower is unquestionably large enough to hide 3 merchants. But is it large enough to hide what we seek?
A mother crystal.
It would go some way to explain why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the Blight.
Then it's settled. We head to Eastpool and make our approach from the dim. To think there could have been a mother crystal here in Rosaria all this time. The wars that could have been avoided.
We still don't know what's in there, Clive. But whatever it is, there is a good reason it has gone unnoticed for so long. The tower sits atop a jagged ridge. Few have ever had occasion to pick their way through the rocks, even before the Blight swallowed them.
Yeah, that's another thing. I enjoy the Gambit system a lot, actually, as it happens. But, the combat absolutely gets old. There is too much combat in FF12. We were talking about that earlier, right? Every combat system at some point or another runs into the point where you're tired of it. And that has to do with how long it feels, how much density there is to combat, how much variety there's to enemy design, blah, 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 blah. And in FF12... usually right about when I get to Arcades is when I'm officially sick of the combat. And that's a decent chunk through the game, but if you know the game, there's also a decent chunk after that. Especially if you do all the optional content, of which there is quite a bit. Oh, the combat has long since reached that point in this game. Like, Odin's nice and all, but I needed him like 20 hours ago. You know? Oh, God, tell me about it, Arcadia. Yeah, the glut to Arcadia. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, no, I love FF12. I do, but it is a very flawed game. Hence the term. The parts of FF12 that sing to me. Hell, I don't even hate Vaughn.
Are those goblins? What are they doing in the Deadlands?
Look what they're carrying. I don't recall ever hearing of goblins using fallen relics as weapons.
Well, they certainly aren't welcoming gifts.
Hey, the best trumpet.
Clive, remember where we are.
No magic. Right.
Oh. Right, this is the first time we've ever actually fought someone
You're up close.
in a Blight. So yeah, it is just regular attacks. Yeah, don't mistake me. When we review FF12, Vaughn will probably be negatives, because of course he will. But he will also be a source of positives in several respects. Now, Penelo! Why does she even exist? Like, I mock Jill in this game, and I stand by that. But God, why is Penelo even in FF12? Bosch, Ash, Balthier, Fron, they're awesome. I also like a lot of the supporting cast, like the how do they pronounce it? The Marquis, I think is how they say it. The Marquis. Thank you, the best trumpet. This is a gift I just got today from my other mother. Yeah, no, we've got 2 excellent Cids in FF12. One of which, I shouldn't say 2 excellent. One okay Cid. One of my favorite Cids. And yeah, Ondor is fantastic. I actually really like Vayne, obviously, and I really like Vayne's brother. I like pretty much all the judges. The only judge that bothers me is Drace, and that's entirely due to a lack of screen time. And I should probably mention that Drace is an awesome character for, like, the one scene she's in. She's actually in 2. But the one scene she gets to shine is an awesome scene. Just really, really good cast in FF12. And then they go to Guruvegan. Oh yeah, Zargaboth. We hardly ever see anything from Zargaboth either. That would be the other one. I can't believe I remember these names. But yes, not to bear the lead, but for me, FF12 was the last FF game. I said that at the very beginning of this run. I said that for me, it's been since FF12, because FF13 is FF13. 13.2 is fine, but I've actually never delved into it as much to really form with full. I've only done one solid playthrough of 13.2, and that was on stream. And 13.3 is 13.3. 15 is so problematic, and I feel bad for that game. And then we've got a bunch of Gaiden games, which I tend to not even consider. And that's my fault, but I haven't played Stranger of Paradise and I haven't played FF7 or 2. And yeah, 14's its own thing because it's an MMO. So that leaves us with 16, 12, and then 16. Good luck, best trumpet player. I don't know where I got the idea that you play trumpet, but I'm sorry. Dumb joke. Have a good one, man. I am immeasurably curious how 13 will hold up on review. Because I actually don't know. It could go any different direction. And as I pointed out before, I have never beaten that game without cheating before. I hated Tactics Advance, Ross. So much so that I refused to play Tactics Advance 2.
Let's hope that was the last of them.
Indeed. I'd almost forgotten what it was like to have to rely on steel alone.
Clive? Joe? You may want to see this.
Because of the story, yeah. And yeah, that's another thing, Phil, to just know. I have spit a lot of venom at FF13 over the years, which I'm not really apologetic for. However, it probably should be mentioned that that's relative to the Final Fantasy series, a generally high-quality franchise, in my opinion. FF13 is still well above a lot of the JRPGs I've played in my time. Hell, a lot of the JRPGs we've covered. I sincerely doubt FF13 is as bad as, for example, Breath of Fire 2.
It was open when I found it.
Someone was in a hurry. 3 guesses as to who.
Then this must be their way into the tower.
There's only one way to find out.
Could someone check the website really quick? What golden number did Breath of Fire 2 get? No, I agree, Drew Whisper. As of this moment, I have no problem putting the FF label on 16. We talked about that earlier, even. Give a very long, rambling answer for it. Negative 93. Yeah, that sounds about right. Negative 97. It's getting worse. Interesting.
It seems somebody's woken this place up. The question is, who?
I already like the music.
Well, I can tell you who it wasn't.
Unauthorized biometrics detected.
Someone's here.
Initializing security scan. Safety protocols disengaged.
I don't think that was someone, Clive. I think it was the tower.
Frickin' Alligans.
Either way, it doesn't sound like we're welcome. Keep your guard up.
Well, I guess we're finally going to have our ancient civilization. It's not a Final Fantasy game without some kind of ancient advanced precursors. No, seriously. Hang on, let's think about that for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yep. 8, 9, 10, yep. 12, yep. 13, yep. 13, 2, 13, 3. And then 15. Yeah, no, that's all of them. I wasn't sure about 11. I was actually going to ask about 11. And 14 obviously has several. But yeah, no, that's the list.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
I think my powers have returned. You?
Damn it. I screwed that up.
There's ether here. An abundance of it.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's turn around. Looking like it's so far. I don't know exactly how long Zelda's gonna be. We're really legitimately approaching the end of this. I've been told this DLC we're going through right now is pretty short. Like, we might actually finish this DLC today. And we'll probably finish Leviathan tomorrow. And that literally just leaves the last boss.
Finished.
So, I'm still projecting Monday to be safe, but Monday's probably the outside here. Nice music, though. It was certainly not free for me, Steppenwolf. What the hell is that? Reduces ability cooldown time and restores HP following a precision dodge. Effect potency is directly affected by the strength of the attack dodged. Some opponents will cast Hearth Flame to summon a magical sphere that protects a nearby ally. Oh my god, they've got Will-o'-the-Wisps.
More goblins. So now we know where they got their weapons. But how long have they been hiding here?
Wait, who's asking about Breath of Fire recommendations? I missed it. Yes, it's Will-o'-the-Ick.
It's all ready.
Yeah, we're just doing the coils right now. Does this count, Spartan? No, that's fine. Who was asking about Both? Because I completely missed it. I don't mind answering, I missed the question completely. Which I apologize. Ding. We're not even 50 yet. Either way, I would not recommend Breath of Fire 2 under basically any circumstances. So. Hello.
Dusk crystals everywhere.
Well, that's one mystery solved.
But there's no mother crystal.
Yet. We still have plenty of tower to explore.
Yeah, just watch my review of it. Honestly. I would also recommend BOF 1 over BOF 2.
I know that voice. Come on.
This is a lot of crystal. Three is one of those games that the moment you have a walkthrough, it becomes a much better game.
Well, look who it is.
What in hell is that? Not the hell, just hell.
Warning. Warning. Core defense systems engaged. Initiating sterilization lockdown.
What the hell is it talking about, Joshua?
Good things, lads. Good things.
Maybe already have started running. What are you doing?
Chief!
Why haven't you already run? What is wrong with you? A giant glowing skull monster is trying to kill you.
Hey! Over here. Take your friend and get out of this place. Now!
Okay, so a slow chonker. We'll see how this works out.
And while they run away, we do the fighting.
That's been the whole DLC this time. Okay. Of course he's not slow anymore. Why would he be?
Fireball to the side of the head will do that.
I even saw that coming.
Guess we're all ready. Nice try. Well done, Torgo.
And I noticed this thing's name is Sigma. He's so... I'm having trouble dodging him because he's so slow.
Nice try.
he is Margit. God damn it!
Too slow.
Ugh.
Nice try. Not good.
Take this.
That's better. Too slow.
$123,000 if you missed that.
Nice try. Too slow.
Yeah, someone, I actually don't remember who, told me about Diamond Dust being a way to push the multiplier. So I've started switching. When I'm fighting something real, I switch to doing that immediately after they break. So thank you, Doomrider. I couldn't remember, I'm sorry. I remember the comments, just not who said them. I know I'm terrible. Yes? You want to heal me, Jill? Oh, that's right. You're not a real party member, so you can't do things like that. Good, Ballista. One is good. Sometimes.
Too slow.
Okay, hey Joshua, you want to toss me a Kiraga, please? No? Okay.
Too slow.
prioritize the text to save my life. God dang. Oh, he's dead. Damn it. He just straight up drops a weapon.
Security Sentinel 503 offline. Initiating Emergency Core Relocation Protocol.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that was the heart of a mother crystal.
I knew that fallen thing was no match for you. Allow me to apologize for earlier. That was, ill-played. All born of a misunderstanding, though. Can we start again?
We don't need your apologies. We need answers. And you're going to give them to us.
I suppose you'll be wanting to know about the tower, then? As you've probably guessed, this isn't the first time we've been here. Fact is, my people have been coming to this place for centuries.
Have they now? To these ruins in particular?
Aye, well, they, talked to us, told us what this lot was all for.
And what is it for?
Well, believe it or not, the Fallen were actually using this place to make their own, mother crystal. Though, despite years of searching, all we ever found was shards.
Then, Harpocrates was right. It would seem that the Fallen did indeed acquire the god's ability to craft crystals.
I wouldn't go that far. The shards aren't exactly divine. They're not even what you'd call decent. But they're better than nothing, and nothing is what our people had before we found them. So we've been coming here ever since.
But these dust crystals have only recently appeared on the black market. What made you decide to start selling them?
The skies. Once they went dark, the crystals started growing back, till there were more than you could count. And with the mothers all cracked, anyone with anything that could muster so much as a spark had people queuing up to take their coin.
Yes. At a cost to us all. Quality apart, these crystals are no different from the ones the world has been using since the dawn of time. And it cannot continue.
No, it cannot. While this is clearly none of Ultima's doing, there can be little doubt but that it serves his cause.
Then our path is clear. So let's do what must be done.
Wait, you lot aren't thinking what I think you're thinking, are you?
Oh, I think there's a good chance we are.
But, what about the tower's defenses? That thing you just fought, it won't be the last one. And the further you climb, the worse they'll get. How about we head back to Martha's before someone gets hurt, eh?
That is sound advice, which I suggest you take before someone gets hurt.
I do not like this guy, by the way, Thamiel. I get that the party is having none of it too, and that's sort of the built-in catharsis. But he's extremely quickly approaching get off my screen territory.
Are you sure you don't want to think this over? We could talk about it outside, where it's safe.
I've never seen anything like that in here before. I swear.
I told the chief we should go home. I told him.
Seriously. Get out of the DLC, please.
I think the Fallen built all this. The knowledge they must have needed.
Knowledge now lost.
Seem to have a little bit of an overgrowth problem here.
If this is like every other Fallen ruin,
Then there'll be a lift.
Is there seriously no local map? There's no local map. Okay. I was just going to double check something about the layout, but nope. Admittedly, I've never checked before, Doom Rider.
onward and upward.
It really is, Rex. No joke. Speaking
Any
of,
idea what those are?
They seem to be containers of some sort. Or perhaps...
Cages. Like some sort of twisted menagerie. But why here?
thank you for the final sub on Falkenstein. I do appreciate it. I don't blame you for pulling out. Amazon is just doing at this point. Or rather, I know exactly what they're doing, and that's the problem. So the Theas, Graveyard Keeper, and Phantom Brigade. That is almost as good as Ouroboros. Not quite, but almost. Yeah. Oh yeah, mine's much better than the sword. Then again, I have the no really have done all the hunts sword right now.
How many of these things are there?
Because you need to do the side quests to get Ragnarok, and then you get to do all the hunts to get the materials to upgrade.
Contaminant detected. Releasing subjects Alpha to Epsilon.
Well, there's Alpha.
Wait, they're still alive.
But this tower is more than 15 centuries old.
Hey, for once there's an explanation for the new enemy's approach. That was what I was trying to think about. The Ethereal Chemical Research Facility.
If they build this place to grow crystals, why imprison creatures here?
I noticed that during Whisper. I also noticed there's a general lack of potions in here. Like, obviously there's a few, but far fewer than there are in a lot of these other dungeons.
That device. It glows just like the doors.
Gee, I really wish I had a mini-map, Doom Runner, so I can figure out where the hell I was going and not miss anything. You know what? No. The device looked like progression. I'm trying to not progress. Although that might not... God, I don't know. Maybe that was progression. I can't go back. What was it, Doom Rider? Because we'll never see it now! Thank you, Floating Triangles. I hope you've been enjoying the YouTube VODs. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I put a lot of work into keeping those updated and collated and sortable and in the right playlists. And it's good to know there's a couple of people who like it. Fire Emblem, Three Houses, Stranger of Paradise, FF Pixel remasters. So we'll try here. Where's this? Okay, I think this is right. What else did I miss? So now I'm paranoid.
That device. It glows just like the doors.
Development log entry 680925. Mitogenic reactor trial successful. 23 units of grade 3C crystal produced. Moving forward, all seeds fabricated from inorganic material are to be replaced with lab-grown organic specimens.
Organic specimens. So they were turning living creatures into crystals.
I mean, that makes a degree of sense. Living beings have ether in them, so... you survive. Scorpion's just over to the side like, nope, nope, I'm over here. I'm over here. Nothing to see here.
I doubt some of the creatures in these cages have been seen past here for 1,000 years. Well, here's to 1,000 more.
Okay, Will the Wicks can suck it. Go away. As soon as you start using a proper shader, we'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Just confess your sins before the holy convocation of not CRT. All will be forgiven. Stop distracting me. I'm trying to do real stuff here. Dion is like, someday I will sacrifice myself brilliantly, bravely, courageously, one might even say. Yes, that sacrifice will be so sacrificey. It will be a true sacrifice, worthy of sacrificing.
Too slow. Nice try.
Yeah, no, he and Terrence are just like, Get that thing to the girl? Yes. Actually, I have Yura, though I don't recall what it was off the top of my head. I'm almost positive I've never seen it. Nourishment bit. Increase HP regain potential when taking damage while automatically restoring. What? Increases HP regain potential when taking damage while automatically restoring HP regain gauge. What? Help. Oh, okay, okay. That makes more sense. I noticed that the escapement bit specifically refills the HP regain gauge. So let's swap those for a bit. It doesn't affect my cooldowns. Let's just see how that feels for a bit. Violet, you're a deep blue violet. Boss number 2. Why is it curved? How is it curved?
Of course they built more than one. Though it appears this incarnation can fly.
My failed.
Jesus Christ! Alright, we're dead. Well, that's the game. That was FF16. Okay, so, take two.
Of course they built more than one.
Though it appears this incarnation can fly.
Okay.
Save some for yourself.
Nice try.
Yeah, he hits kind of hard. I was also curious if our elixirs refilled. Obviously, they did not.
Nice try.
Ah! What? No! I went over him.
Nice try.
Jesus, that reach.
Too slow. Too slow. Not good.
6. That is a 6 damage. That is a 6 swing combo he just did.
Nice try. Too slow.
Yeah, I'm not messing around with that. Increases the damage dealt with most aerial attacks by 20%. Also increases maximum number of stomps from 2 to 3, or 6 if mastered.
And that makes 2.
Yes, but of how many?
That depends on how determined they were to conceal their activities.
That is a good question, Rex. Yeah, Stomps is an ability you haven't even seen me use, because I kind of hate it. I think I literally don't even have it trained right now.
This is all too easy. If the tower is in control, why not simply disable the lift?
What are you suggesting, Joshua?
That it's hurting us. There's an entire fleet.
I wonder if any are still capable of flight.
Be nice.
We'll want to see this.
Oh no, that's a view. How did no one find this place for 15 centuries? We're pretty visible up here. Yeah, you can literally see Phoenix Gate and Rosaria up here. I suppose that's fair, Doom Rider. I don't know, that just feels kind of weird to me. I'm not gonna ding it, it's like... I've been paying a lot of attention to the background lore, and you'd think there'd be some mention of this random-ass tower that's just been there for centuries. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Well, they're dead. I guess that was technically the right button. Yeah, let's just say, whoops, they're dead. Fallen bracelets. Again, pretty much at the level of I've done all the side quests and the hunts gear. So if you haven't been doing all the content, by the time you get here, you will get gear equivalent to having done all the content, which is a little disappointing because I'm hoping to get gear better than that. Although these accessories have been nice. Place. Crystal Tower is an interesting one. They bothered to explain why that tower was unexplored for so long.
Anomalous activity detected in Hangar Bay. Mobilizing Aegis units.
We're being watched. Then let's show them what we're capable of.
Waken, Gwyn!
Bill, you want to actually attack something? Prove yourself the Black Mage, Blades of all things you are. Go away. No, you're not listening. Go away. Go away. And that's why I didn't use diamond dust on the trash. I had to use it on the other trash. So much trash. I'll deal with my old dorm mates again. See, that would be interesting. Maybe people have explored it from time to time. Or I guess I should say tried to. Instead of the door literally being sealed. And no one ever comes back from it. Because, you know, they die when they get in the front gate. Imagine if on the front floor, there was a brief moment. You don't even have to have the characters comment on it. Just have there be a lot of corpses right at the front door, right? A lot of skeletons.
Nice try.
That would have added a little bit to the, oh, Jesus, kind of a feel of this place. Wow. Let's go ahead and build up a Sensitsuken for whatever's coming up. Oh, absolutely, as Star. Like, I picture there just being bodies. Piles of skeletons right up front. I know, Von Falkenstein, I know. We've been using this for centuries without any issue. Yuck! Disengagement bit. Indicates precise timing, parry timing by temporarily changing the color of the target's display name. Increases slowdown following a successful parry by 20%. Lightning Rod is kind of crazy, especially since Ramu in general is kind of lackluster. Lightning Bit is just silly.
Transferring Sentry Prototype AM2 to Stasis Silo West.
What?
We'll just have to hope those crystals it's sporting are as worthless as the others.
Okay, that's actually worse. Angra Minu. What?
How is that even possible? Better not to think about it.
I'm trying to think where I first saw Angra Minu. I think it was in FF10 too. One of the optional things in that game. I mean, okay, fair, Doom Rider, fair. Hard to argue. What? Now they're varying it up. What? I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. What the hell? Oh, that's irritating. Yeah, no, my obvious thought there was I was trying to stagger him to knock him out of roulette and then finish him off because he was extremely low on health. There's nothing as frustrating as a 1%. I know he's more like a 10%, but still. The best part is there's probably no checkpoints there. So that sucks. Oh, no. Or at least a little bit through him. It's something, I guess.
Nice try.
How's your day going? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, that is so cheap! I actually am continuing to be impressed by the checkpoints in this game. I figured they would force me to start the entire fight over, not at phase 2. I'll take it. Still irritated that I died, like, on the last second, because I'm not actually 100% sure what happened. But it could be worse. Okay, so I'm just not even gonna bother now.
Too slow.
Stand fast.
That up. That's okay. Let's do this for a second. Even knowing, I keep calling it angry, mind you.
Neural link lost. Re-establishing connection.
Imagine an entire war fought with these things.
The quantity of ether required to animate them all would be unfathomable. No wonder they were trying to manufacture their own crystals.
Unable to establish connection. Raising threat index.
It seems we've made an impression.
I can't use the last elixir here. That's interesting. Whatever.
The rest of the cages will open now.
Don't tempt fate, Joshua.
Forgive me, brother. They may not.
Oh my god, the song. Well, it sure wasn't automatic a few minutes ago, Rex, which is what actually got me thinking about that. I realized I hadn't actually equipped it. At least I assume that's why I died. Like I said, Astamine, lol at the music. I mean, you know we're coming up to an Omega fight. They already gave that away. What the hell is that?
Is that living flesh?
I'm beginning to think this whole tower is alive.
Well, we did it. We finally hit gross. Not every FF game delves into gross, but actually a decent number of them do. And, yeah, there's your meat, Moss. So anyways, that was this DLC. I'm gonna leave. That's cool with you guys. Wait, what? Doom Rider, what? 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 What did I skip?
Too slow.
Where? How? What did I miss? God damn it. Alright, hang on, where are we? What time is it? Let's go back here. Yeah, exactly, von Falkenstein. And a lot of the enemy designs in FF5 and FF6 were really gross. Like just basic enemy designs. I plan to give FF6 a negative for gross. Think about that for a second.
Primary file was breached. Code orange.
I reset my sentence so it could tell.
Protocols. Reset staff are to proceed to the nearest command zone immediately.
Oh, I know, Rex. I know. But, and that's what made me think of it, because in FF1, a lot of the Chaos designs, for example, by Amano, are really, really gross.
Is that living flesh?
I'm beginning to think this whole tower is alive.
So, what did I miss? Think about the Ing enemy off the deeper end. Say, what did I miss? Let's see. Most gross game I've ever played other than Bloodborne. That's the wrong thing. Honestly, Dragon Age was something I was considering. But then I remembered all the Dark Souls games. So let's skip the Dark Souls games. That's easy. That's too easy. Oh, while we're here. Friend Bow was pretty gross, but it's not that gross. I'm thinking the actual grossest. After Bloodborne, because Bloodborne is the bottom. DLC. That's all I'm going to say. The DLC. I am never playing Scorn. I'm never even thinking about Scorn. VTMB1, I don't think I gave a single gross negative, but don't quote me on that. I'd have to check the review. Dark Souls 1 is only kinda gross. I think Dark Souls 2 was the one that really started to make me go, ugh. It was 2 or 3. I honestly, I get them very mixed up. And Elden Ring is pretty freaking gross, yeah. Assailment bit. Increases the rate at which damage multiplier rises while enemies are staggered, as well as increases the multiplier maximum to 200,000. The battle technique double impact is earned upon obtaining maximum. Yeah, I think the real question here is, what's the grossest game I've ever played that isn't by FromSoft? Because they're just going to win that contest. In general. Well, I have, Rex, but, like, I really like being able to charge up the Sensitsuken with a single Dancing Steel, and I really like being able to just get mini limit breaks all the time. I sincerely doubt that'll make it less bleak smart. But the harsh reality is I don't think I'll ever like Dark Souls 1. I'm not sure if anybody actually wants me to review it. I'm pretty sure everyone's opinions on Dark Souls 1 are all well codified as is. Oh yeah, and here's a weird one for gross factor. Soten. Castlevania Soten. I actually have played Warframe, yes.
Did the tower make this as well? Or is it some sort of corruption?
I don't know, but wouldn't you say it looks oddly familiar?
Yeah, there's a boss. There's two bosses in Soten that kind of take the cake on that. One is a rotting corpse that you knock off pieces of it individually. The other is a giant ball of corpses. Those descriptions, trust me, do not convey how gross those bosses are.
A mine tool.
More than 1,500 years ago. Yes.
Oh, kept going longer than I thought it would. He is still going, wow. Yeah, Devil May Cry 5 definitely leaned into gross. Although the whole Devil May Cry series has that. Ironically, most Resident Evil games don't. Probably because the camp gets in the way for the most part. To win. Yeah, now Resident Evil 7, that's gross. I actually vetoed 7 for a while there because of gross factor and nothing else. What the hell? Oh, come on, game. I can't believe I could parry that. I didn't need... By the way, I don't have the parry accessory on. Just to make the point for a second. I have the other accessory on. Oh! Ho, 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 ho. Come on, do it. So yeah, that's what that accessory does. For anybody wondering. Yeah, I got the multiplier as high as I could before I hit Zenitsu. Or at least as high as I think I could. I might be able to go even higher. Never mind, then yeah, I have actually hit max. He went just a little bit too far away for his charge. Revivement Bit improves limit break induced enhancements while increasing HP regen during limit break by 50%. Also, if fatal damage is taken while limit gauge is full, a limit break is automatically triggered, preventing KO. That's really cool, but I'm not sure it's worth losing the modifier, the multiplier we got. Prey wasn't gross at all. I barely even remember any gross in Prey. We have a lot of bits. Can I combine these, please? Ugh. I was just thinking the same thing. Let's just test it. Let's see what happens. Well, these accessories are actually quite interesting for once. I mean, I don't know if you paid attention, but the accessory I've been using for like all the optional hunts was increased damage by 5%. Because it was one of the better accessories.
Diverting reactor power.
I think it's getting ready to receive us.
Yeah, there's a... I'm looking around. I don't want to miss anything. There's a book. Which it's
there's another one of those.
dragging my attention towards. That's a good question, Rex. We probably don't get Leviathan until the end of the Rising Tide, too, which sucks! But whatever.
Development log entry 750501. Average improvement of crystal resilience 492% when biological core exhibits high ethereal congruity. Specimens with a congruity rating of 7 or below are sent to B level for military repurposing.
Way smart, want not.
I gotta write down some notes here.
Stasis units 5 to 14 offline. Caution. Biocore prototypes not found. Scanning facility for contaminants.
Sagespire, right? That's what this place is called?
Stasis units 5 to 14 offline. Caution. Biocore prototypes not found. Scanning facility for contaminants.
Damn it, I thought I wasn't full. Whatever. We'll just be here a minute. Man, I don't apologize, Rax. I agree with you completely, and this is some actual itemization, finally, but that's 50 plus hours before we get to having any itemization at all. If this game didn't have New Game Plus, I'd be pissed. Like, that's worse than FF... Well, it's not worse. It's kind of as bad as FF7. Hey, here's the final dungeon. Oh, and here's all the cool stuff. Still haven't seen exactly how New Game Plus operates, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Go away.
If all of this truly was the work of the Fallen,
Then they were closer to attaining godhood than we ever imagined.
Wonder Ultima struck them down.
Gross. this smells like.
They built an army.
Another Omicron. Oh, Jesus, I don't want to fight a second one of these stupid things. Iron. You know what? Yeah, I'll agree with that. Did you guys do anything in this fight, please? He's got 1 health. Kill him! God damn. You thought you had it, Clive. God damn it!
Code red. Code red.
The heart must be close.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I officially am not using any icon more than once in my loadout. I have Garuda once, Ifrit once, Odin once, Ramu once, Bahamut once, and Shiva once. And that's my build. The only thing I'm not using is Phoenix. And Titan. I could replace Odin with Titan, but I'm not going to do that. If I had a 4 slot, I'd put Phoenix and Titan on that. Maybe, I don't know.
There.
Hall of Elicitation. Right. Time to get my ass handed to me. I can't save. Yeah, I'm dead. We'll find out in a minute, Doom Rider. When I die.
Unauthorized entry detected. Primary core firewalls activated. Initializing iconoclastic defense system Omega-1.
What the hell is an iconoclastic defense system? I've a feeling we're about to find out. And that we will not like the answer.
Hey, you guys want to participate in this?
Core containment complete. Authorizing environmental sterilization protocol.
Well, at least we know where it is this time.
Quite. And if we want it...
If we want it... All we have to do is kill an icon.
I hate you, Rex.
Safety routines disabled. Weapons armed. Stand clear.
What? Doesn't even get a unique song? Come on. What?
Too slow.
Nope, again. One more try. Nope. Whatever. Damn it. See, compared to Omega, for future reference, still don't have the thing on. Ask me again when I die for the 15th time for this boss, guys.
Too slow.
I've slowly started to hate this song, by the way. Especially this part of the song. I don't know why. It just drives me bonkers. Exactly has to be. That's a no. I do locally, Jim Whisper. That's a truth.
Nice try.
Whoa, 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 that shouldn't have happened.
Needed that.
I noticed that he overuses his motifs the first time in Shadowbringers, because holy crap, the Shadowbringers theme is everywhere in that expansion. I'm really hoping for a Hail Mary here, because holy crap, I'm not doing anything to this guy.
Too slow.
Yeah, and Walker too. Same problem. Don't mistake me. Dude knows his music. I mean, even Uematsu has a weakness as a composer. Can you guess what it is?
Nice try.
Okay. Let's see if we can do any damage here. Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ. That did not take as much of his health off as I was hoping for 200,000. So, Uematsu's biggest weakness as a composer is he is very experimental, even for stuff he's not sure what he's doing or knows how to make. So, he tries out a lot of things. He has tremendous range as a composer, but every now and again it doesn't work.
Is it over? Please tell me it's over.
He still managed to get an autosave.
Data assessment complete. Recalculating threat level.
Okay.
Weapon routines authorized. Rerouting core power to Omega 1.
Not yet.
And what makes you say that?
The music, primarily.
Those new arms, for one.
What?
All right. I'm convinced.
Oh, I agree, Esdemine. It's just, that is the one and only weakness he has as a composer. Because he is... Uematsu! Oh, Jesus! You see that attack pattern? That's an attack that he's doing. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be over here. Is that cool? Oh, Jesus! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Oh my god, I just noticed the motif. I just noticed it. Oh, God. Oh, that reach! God, I'm out of potions. I might deliberately die just to refill that, because holy crap. Yeah, no, we're gonna learn. I love how he skates. Out, out, out. Hi. Oh, that was risky. I shouldn't have gone for that. I wanted to finish the Garuda attack before I pulled him down. I managed it, but I should not have gone for that. Am I full? Nope. Go. Get him. Please fulfill. And by fulfill, I mean fill. That's not going to fill. That's not going to fill. It's going too slowly. Okay. There it is. Ow, Notice he even has massive vuln periods after his biggest hits. I've actually talked about that recently, in Doom of all things. It's called fair game design. It's when you do something brutal, but then you give the player some kind of reward for managing it. Or some kind of recovery period. Something a lot of developers do not understand the value of. We're at a bare minimum of 2 at this point, Rex. I have a feeling there's another phase. Okay, let's do it. Already above 1.5. There's 2. We're up to 2. Okay. I'm gonna do something a little bit different this time. I'm gonna refill for the next round here. What? What? What?
Do you feel the heat, brother? Seems like it still has some fire left in it.
Okay. I can. Oh, Jesus! Okay, there's. Again, a massive cooldown period after he uses his big thing. Yeah, the accessory just one-upped me there if you missed that. Now he's leaving mines whenever he does his melee attacks. Oh, Jesus. I know I had an elixir, but I didn't want to waste it. Let's see where our checkpoint is for that nonsense. Oh, thank God. I don't know where to. I don't know where to. Whatever! Whatever! We're just gonna thug it. Oh my God, I cannot believe I got that. I should not have gone for that. I should not have gone for that. That was really stupid. He's way over there. He's way over here. No, I'm not going for that again. That was dumb. I should have gotten creamed for that. Ugh. a good question. Why haven't we primed? Like, that is what we're doing. We are fighting an icon on foot.
Let's try.
Oh, Jesus, I don't know. Where safe is. Hi. Oh god, there's... I mean, yeah, you noticed we've not actually knocked out that much of Omega's health out yet. Not really. I need to stop doing that. I'm sorry, Tomb Raider. I really need to stop doing that. Oh, man. Almost perfect timing on that, too. Why didn't you, Mr. Red? Why? Why have you abandoned me, Mr. Red? No, that's it. Okay, now what? What is this? What is happening? What? Oh god, the game lagged. The game lagged. Yeah, the game was like, no, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. Oh, it's, okay. Nope, over here. I see it. Don't mind me, sir, officer. Everything's fine here. Don't mind me. Come on. There we go.
Guess we're all ready.
Yeah.
Saved again.
No. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Calling you out, Rex. Now, I'm gonna be totally honest, that was like the third one I went for in a row, but god damn it, I still managed it. Who's doing that? No. No. Over here, yep, I see it. Over here. Don't mind me, officer. Everything's fine. Law-abiding citizen here. Come on, give it to me. Yes! Come on. You don't actually have to do it, Rex. I just... After you said you were going to do it, then you didn't. I had to go for it. Let me see some damage. Let me see some frickin' damage. We're gonna go for the stagger this time. Come on. Okay, what else you got?
Safeguards removed. Commencing dimensional compression.
we're up to phase 5 at this point.
Why can't I?
Breathe, because it's constricting all of creation.
Well then, we'd better kill it.
What? This is a timer? Oh my god, it is. Isn't it? Okay.
Just keep fighting.
Oh my god! Okay. I'm gonna do this. Come on, give me my Sensitsuken. I can tell, Doom Rider. I am not doing nearly as much damage as I'd like to be. I'm also taking damage in the middle of this nonsense, which is not helping. Time to be taking damage! Ugh. I didn't think I had that. Ding. Omega nodule. Okay.
Omega Control Unit. Offline. Initiating emergency core extraction.
Would you care to do the honors, Clive?
Gladly. Wait!
No.
For what?
Also, how are you up here?
Thought I told you to.
Also, why are you up here?
What must you ruin us all? I cannot let you do that. We need these crystals. They're all we have.
And just who is this we?
We are of an ancient tribe, one of the first to lose its lands to the Blight. For countless years, we were forced to roam the Twins. A nation without a mother crystal, a people without a blessing. So we found our own. The dust crystals provide us a means to survive.
Yes, but at what cost? Like all crystals, these shards channel ether. And where do you think that ether comes from? It's sucked from the land, as a leech sucks blood from a beast.
And what? You just expect us to believe that?
I don't really care if you believe it.
No, but that doesn't make what we've told you any less true. If this heart is anything like the others, it will bleed the twins of their life force, till naught remains, naught but death.
The proof is all around. What do you think robbed your people of their home in the first place? We are trying to stop that from happening again. And this is the only way.
Fuck me. You're Sid.
You saw what happened after the Empire lost Drake's head. What do you suppose they will do when they find out, as they surely will, that there is another heart hidden right here under their noses? Your people's need will count for naught.
Damn it. It doesn't look like we have much of a choice.
But you said you didn't believe him, Chief.
I don't. But the man does have a point. There's no keeping this place a secret now. And hanging on to these crystals will only get our people killed. Have it your way, then. Just promise me you'll leave my people out of it.
Stand back. It's about to get hot in here.
Ethereal surge detected. Warning. System overload. System overload. Error. Core not found. System failure imminent. System failure.
I mean, there shouldn't be a scream here. That makes sense.
I hope we did the right thing.
Nah, the crystals going away makes sense. That's always how that's worked. Now, how that's going to affect the tower, that's a good question. Because, yeah, how much of this tower applies to, you know, physics?
We all saw the crystal's fate, but what of the cages? We barely even explored half of the chambers.
Without the heart to sustain them, I doubt those still slumbering in the tower will stir now, if ever.
Yeah, Korgoth.
I hope you're right. The last thing the world needs is one of those six-legged pests running around wreaking havoc.
No comment.
We have more than enough two-legged pests to deal with as it is. However blameless they may claim to be.
What? Oh, two-legged. Right. Sorry. I was just wondering what I'm going to tell the village elders when we get back. I suppose I'll just beg them for forgiveness, and when that doesn't work, give them the slip and lie low for a year or two.
You're planning to run away? Again?
What? It's got us this far, hasn't it? I mean, we may have had a bit of help, like.
Kind of you to remember. Will you and your people be all right?
Oh, we've made do without before. I reckon we'll survive. And if what you said is true, it's not like the rest of the realm's going to have it much easier. Besides, one man's ordeal is another man's opportunity, as the old saying goes.
I don't recall ever hearing that one, but fine.
Now, if you don't mind, we've got places to be.
We do? I mean, we do.
Thanks for everything.
I said, we've got places to be.
Back to the hideaway, then. Karen and Hippocrates will want to hear about this.
I was thinking we might first return to the tower and see if we can...
Back to the hideaway, then.
Okay. Yeah, we're essentially done. Time to go wrap it up and get our new Omega weapon. Now, do you think it'll actually be a better weapon? See you in a second.
Yep. Sanctfordian, dear.
That is better. That's actually a decent chunk better, too.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. And?
And that's what it looks like.
Back, are ya? So? Did you find out where the dust crystals were coming from, or what?
It's, a long story. And perhaps one better told in the shelves.
Bloody hell. Remind me never to go poking round in any fallen ruins.
Not only a mother crystal of human creation, but an icon as well. Truly, the study of our fallen forebears is endlessly rewarding. The wonders of which they were capable never ceased to amaze.
They came as something of a surprise to us, too.
You can say that again. We had no idea what we were getting ourselves into when we set foot in that tower.
We only knew the old stories. Of a people so consumed by greed that they sought to overthrow the gods. And I'd hazard the thing we found in that tower was conceived for that very purpose.
Omega, the offspring of the Fallen's boundless knowledge and unchecked ambition. A dangerous combination for all concerned.
And Ultima crushed them. It was he whose secrets the Fallen coveted, let's not forget. He whom they strove to dethrone. Just as we strive to dethrone him now. Without their knowledge. And without their weapons of war.
Clive.
This power I've been given may exceed even theirs, but if I use it, as they did, who's to say things won't end the same way?
Come now, brother. I think the events of recent days have made it abundantly clear that we are not our ancestors. As well you know.
You're right. They made crystals. We destroy them.
In crafting their artificial art, the Fallen sought to emulate the divine. But that is not the path we have chosen.
No. We don't want to be gods. We just want to be free.
Well said. If one does not learn from the mistakes of the past, one is doomed to repeat them. And so, I mean to write down everything you've told me to the very last detail, that those who come after might learn from our travails, and perhaps, just perhaps, forge a brighter future for our descendants.
And then they do a book burning, and it's all lost. The end.
Aye, it's a dangerous world.
I'm not sure any of them processed that yet on Confrontation, since that's so clearly where they're going with it. Well, there's iconoclasm.
It'd better all be here.
Let's refill our potions, because we kind of used all of them.
It'd better all be here.
Don't mind me, I'm just going to turn that into my town base song. Let's go ahead and start Leviathan. Get some of the preliminary stuff done. They're like, what is this noise? I don't understand. Ah, it's just what those young kids listen to now. I write you those notes from Imperial Lands. Yes, I know we said we'd be going straight home, but a little detour to trade the trinkets we picked up on our travels for some trusty gills seemed in order. Give the elders something to soften the shock of losing the dust crystals. Truth is, those crystals have long been a lifeline for our people, and though I may have been quick to comprehend your reasoning that they're not but a tether to a sinking ship, humble country folk like mine are rather receptive to new ideas, less receptive to new ideas. Wish me luck. P.S. In the unlikely event we should find ourselves driven from our home at the point of pitchfork, I trust you'll spare us a better 3. The lads can sleep on the floor in a pinch. Sid. I shall not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue. And despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the highest disrepute, the dame has assured me there is none better suited to the task at hand. I dare not reveal more for the fear that this missive could fall into the wrong hands, but if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I bid you journey to the Vale in Northreach and inquire with one Layla. She will surely see you satisfied.
Leviathan the Lost? But why now? After all this time?
Why, what now?
Oh, I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
All right then. Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there. I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the Dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The Dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crushing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together. Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Vale can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto?
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
That confused me for just a second. All of a sudden, this Doom boss music fires up. It's like, wait, what? What? Oh, right, I did that. My bad. My bad. Yeah, we're just hanging out here, and Ultima's like,
The garrison said they take another 100.
To the Vale it is, then.
Looks like you've got a thirst. You can remedy that.
Can you now?
But enough talk. How about we retire to the Vale?
I'd like that, but the Duke, he still hasn't paid us.
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
well, we're about to, Savacom, as you can see.
I'm looking for a Layla.
You found one. So, Will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
We're here about the letter.
Oh. Oh, sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically?
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
And that's all? Nothing else?
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
Okay. Here we go.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to. It's empty. Why am I not surprised?
It was terrible, Spartan. Terrible. Watch the VOD. Seriously, watch the VOD. I don't often say that, but go watch the VOD.
The embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Motes of Water.
The Motes of Water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yet that would be impossible, since the tribe famously
Vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The Surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
The thing I pointed out.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing. Not that I'll hold it against you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born. But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
I mean, that tracks on Falkenstein. Interesting. Whip, whip, whip.
All right, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
Oh, that was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
Interesting.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
I've gotten so used to that red aura, I kind of forgot it was there, to be honest with you.
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here. It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one.
I like long slogs.
Hope you're up for a climb.
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Okay.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning.
Also, I just killed Omega.
Call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me.
Lol, Jill.
I was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself, then?
See you around, Rex. Have a good day at Wake. Be on the ground here. These poison attacks to go away. Jesus. So, I've been thinking about something.
You mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
I think I'm going to give a negative to the filter. Ignoring the fact that I don't care for it, there's two problems with it. In fact, we could argue for two negatives here. The first is the obvious negative. It's just bad on the eyes after a while. Like, it literally saps color from the game. It's not a particularly visually interesting looking game to begin with.
We're almost at the summit.
But second of all,
There you'll have a better view of our home.
it diminishes any of the impact it has. It's the same problem with the bleak thing earlier, right? This is bleak. Oh my god. This is bleak. Yeah, okay. This is bleak. Uh-huh. It's bleak. Uh-huh, yeah, okay. Let me know when you're done being bleak. It's the same problem, right? Like, as was mentioned earlier, Von Falkenstein points out, it was supposed to make the world of ruin be ruinous, but it stopped after a certain point. It just became the new norm because it's been so long, like over a dozen hours, probably closer to 20 hours of just having the red filter. So actually, yeah.
Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
Interesting.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
alive.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
It's beautiful, Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
Now it's time to destroy all your land. Sorry. Wherever we go, devastation follows in our wake. Just kind of heads up on that. Nothing personal, really. Unless you have any gods. Do you have any gods? I love killing gods.
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
I think it's partially because the music in the base game is repeated a lot, whereas this is all new, well, mostly new stuff. I had to correct myself there. Next game.
If the surge was an act of rage...
One wonders what prompted it.
So, yeah, there's the Jade Sea over there. Points if you get the reference. Actually, I'm mildly curious. No, that's right. Oh, well, let me get that far away. Oh, well. Correct, Wenlock. There's a curse that happens in Guild Wars 1 which freezes an entire sea into solid jade. It's fascinating to look at. And yeah, it's got big waves like that. Just jade instead of water. And people are mining it, of course. That's new. Interesting. Jill's like, what are you doing? Well, there's also some random accessory on the road. I'm not even sure if this particular DLC has a dungeon. It feels like this is going to be a bigger DLC. It's not just the fact that I was told that. But, you know, this feels like an overworldy section, which we didn't have at all in the previous DLC. It was just straight to the dungeon.
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've noticed that too, Monobro. Nothing down here then. Okay. I notice we can't summon our Chocobo either. Which, on the one hand, makes sense, but on the other hand, really? This is where you're drawing the line?
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Weird graphic glitch.
Outsiders? Well, I never.
Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties.
Torgal, you have a friend. Or an
You'll have to
admirer.
forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
That'll be them then. Don't look like much if you ask me.
Look! That one's got a black cape.
Do you think he's the leader?
Intruders! We must flee!
It's all right. They're the tributaries' guests.
After what their kind did to us. It's wrong.
Our kind? Right, okay.
Oh, do you think he bites?
Who? The Hound? Or his master?
I'm not having sex with you. Joshua might. Ugh, those stutters are getting worse, too.
I don't think so, man. It's just the way they are.
Welcome to Haven. The tributary awaits you within the Witten Hall.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Also, have you seen southern settlements lately? We're not doing so hot.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walias.
This man, Walias, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walias is still a baby.
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry?
Walias was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the surge.
Are you bound for the wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
Gotta get a seal. Gotta fill out the sash.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
There's side quests. Yeah, no, they committed to the idea. Okay. Hang on.
The poor things are as pale as ghosts. Are they unwell?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Why don't we go ahead and pause here? And tomorrow, side quest hell.